The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Come on.
Here's second and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Dobbs going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the three. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Dobbs. He gets it to Addison. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Walker now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Geno. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Geno now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Vikings nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Okay, ready? Buffalo 18. Go.
Throwing after the interception. Dobbs escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Dobbs. Addison hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Dobbs to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to throw Dobbs. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Dancing to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Smith now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now maybe a free play here for Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Toss left side for Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Dobbs' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that.
There he goes left side. Loose inside the 30. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 89 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Nifty move. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Out right to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards for number 11. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe...
Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Smith going to throw it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, the return is Powell. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Dobbs. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. To throw is Dobbs. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
70 Rangers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Looking to pass. First play is Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 85 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bird sets up to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 45 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. Elliott good with a PAT. And this is now a 1-point game. Boy, a little panic here early. First quarter onside kick. Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Prescott now from the 50. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now O'Connell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now it's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. DeAndre Carter. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Jackson, option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson running again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And O'Connell now to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. O'Connell. And that's complete to Adams. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
O'Connell here on 4th down. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. on the handoff. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. O'Connell to throw on second down. He lets it go deep from Mayer. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Rakiasin. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. It's a room to maneuver. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
That certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jackson now being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair Wildcat signaled for and taken successfully. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
He'll buy some time right. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 65 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. O'Connell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Here's O'Connell. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. Out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
For the defense, circling now, 4th down and 7. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Here we go, 1st and goal. Throwing, O'Connell. Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is back to a 5-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 19.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? So we're able to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. And it's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 25-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Play action now. Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo from a yard out. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll roll him out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. To throw is Boyle. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down, New York.
Throwing here, Boyle. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Boyle. Open man is Uzama. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Jets.
Here's Boyle. Catch made right side by Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Levis from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis now off of play action. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. But they go play action. Here's Levis. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Boyle to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A give, running right is Hall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the play fake, it's Boyle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw is Boyle. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
111 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. Back to throw, it's Levis. Phillips has it running the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Henry up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass taken in by Burks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Levis. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Levis sets up to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
4 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Boyle's throw into the hands of Cobb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Play action. Now Boyle. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now, Boyle. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Off the bootleg. Boyle sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Boyle eluding the pressure right. And he is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Back to throw again. Going right back to Wilson. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Second and goal from the 1. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's Levis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie